you mentioned that you've served in that interim CFO capacity before. Maybe give just a quick example of how you've helped to create that value immediately, add some confidence to the organization, especially from that finance and accounting function.
See, that's a great question, actually, because I get to speak what I did. And the thing is, when I walk into a project where I'm doing an interim CFO role, there are a couple of things that I'm really, really focusing on. Understanding the business, right? Understand what's happening in the business. And with agility, with great speeds, you have to use that information and then help the PE firm align their reporting requirements. In addition to reporting requirements, there are other things that I'll speak about, but it's mainly how do we get the information that we need to make the decisions that are pivotal in making the company successful, right? So, some of the areas that I normally would focus on when I walk in, within those first 100 days, if you will, is, budgeting, forecasting, because oftentimes a portfolio company that's being acquired is a entrepreneur, individual owned, and they normally don't have that solid budget needs, right? A lot of the times the decisions are based on gut of the individual that owns the company. But now it's got to have logic, it's got to have reasoning, right? So setting up budgeting and forecasting, working with the teams and analyzing the information past, and then using that to develop the budgets and forecasts for the future, and then helping them track and report it back to the PE investors and whatnot, if you will. And then comes, if it's a leveraged buy, right, then you have reporting requirements, bank covenants that you need to track. In addition to that, EBITDA is a big term that people will normally throw around in an acquisition, right? But then there's something called adjusted EBITDA, right? Which means, we have certain things that we want to adjust, which will probably give you a better EBITDA, right? Again, you agree with the concerned parties, but then how do you track them? How do you report back to, how do you report them back to the PE firm, back to the lenders if you have, right? So I think that's one of the things. The other thing that normally I work on is, closing statements, adjustments to working capital, and then the big piece, right? The technical accounting component on purchase accounting and all that stuff, And then comes systems, right? Many times what happens is the PE firm says, hey, we want to set this department for the person coming up as a full-time CFO. So can you help us, look at the systems, and if you can help us set it up. So that's something that I've done in the past where, we set up systems, technologies, we assess the needs, identify the right tools, and then, we also even sometimes assess the opportunities for RPAs, because RPAs have great ROI, right? Robotic process automation. It has a great ROI wherein it kind of helps you speed your reporting, speed your transaction processing from a finance and accounting perspective. So those are some of the key areas that I would usually focus on. But then, above all of this is that ability to work with the team, work with the PE firm, work with the portfolio company members, right? Team members of portfolio companies, because there's a bridge that you're actually building. That's how I would like to look at it. In addition to doing all those things, I'm helping build the bridge between the PE firm and the portfolio company where they can meet to discuss how to, take the company to the next level.